Ah, yeah, the lake, Lacrima. I think they pronounce it Lacrima. I guess now's a good time to talk about how the choices that Cold Steel made uh, in how they've set up both games, because they're clearly two parts of a full story. Granted, I am aware that there are two more fucking Cold Steel games. I am, but I have to assume that those are a bit different in the fact that anytime I see promotional material on them, I see almost none of the. I see like none of the old characters except for Reen. So I'm sure there's some stuff going on there, but I imagine you'll feel some sort of satisfaction clearing out this story. Where are we at? Oh yeah, we got to go up this and then wrap around. Actually, we could just go from that using the ramp up here. But my main thing was clearly they made a choice in both games where the first game was a setup using the setup of it being a military school so you can get close to all your classmates and bond with them, learn about each location, get some familiarity with a hub and stuff. And in terms of the formatting there, I said as much when I played it.
With my little eye, the goods.
I spent my time there going, I don't think this format's good at all. And I found it to be pretty not as engaging. Mainly because the writing in it was pretty terrible at points. It just felt really hokey, where it's like, this group's going to be mad at each other. Now this group will be. Now this group will be. And it just kind of felt way too, we're going through the motions and really robotic the whole time. But toward the end of the game, it started elevating its plot and paying off stuff from the 8,500 characters you meet that made it feel a bit easier to swallow, a bit more enjoyable to engage with. And at that point, I started really enjoying it. And then you start the second game, and everything that they did to set it up makes it so that the second game ends up being stronger. You're traveling across all of the locations, you're meeting an absurd amount of new characters, meeting up with old ones. The plot feels like it's constantly moving at a good pace, and you have some really, really good moments. And those moments can't really these moments can't really exist without this part. The high highs of 2 cannot exist without the build up of 1. I generally wish there was some way they could have did things in a bit less of a clumsy way in presenting some of the conflicts in that game. Like the nobles and non-nobles plotline of like, yeah, I really hate them because they're rich type of thing. I feel like they were. It felt a little bit too generic in how people acted and how they approached it that I kind of just went, eh. I feel like you could have delivered that story in a bit more of a nuanced way, just a little bit, but it's whatever. But I have to say that the first game being the way it is pretty valid, because it has to get us to this point here. North part of the Highlands near the large statue. We're in the North Highlands, though. Ah, it's there. Okay.
Let's get going.
But yeah, it's valid. I know I'm kind of in a special case where I'm kind of a bit more on the impatient side, and that I kind of wanted the plot to move a little bit, but just, everyone has their own hangups. My hangups were the way they delivered on such things like in Trails in the Sky second game, where it felt like now is the point where they definitely move the plot forward quickly. I feel like that was the urgency. I wanted some urgency in its plot, and it spent each chapter setting up one villain at a time. And I'd say one of them is really, really bad, which I feel like people only regard that chapter highly because it was used as a plot device to give character development and a cool moment for the main character, but otherwise is a terribly written bad rival character. And some other chapters just ended up feeling pretty weak. it was formulaic in the way Cold Steel 1 was, but I feel like since that was the second half of a story, it should have moved faster, introduced and had plot developments moving. Like that's kind of where it should have.
This is a tough one.
It should have gone a lot faster. It should have had a lot more revelations and felt a little bit less going through the motions. I'm saying that because this is the second game in the Cold Steel story, and it's better. It's executing on what it's doing a lot better in every way. That being said, I feel like I was probably a bit more engaged in. I don't even know if I could say I was more engaged in Trails in the Skies thing. I was engaged in it, but I think there's a lot of really cool stuff happening in this that I would say is also really engaging and exciting. Unless this game does some weird stuff or has some moments that are really low lows for me, this is probably my favorite Trails game I've played yet. Trails in the Sky the Third's my top at the moment. Mostly because of some fantastically directed, voiced, and some of the best written scenes in any of these games. But there are some pretty low lows in that, and some parts that I just didn't really care about at all. So we'll have to see. We're going to try out this new move, though. My plan is to just use it every single start of every major fight. Let's have a look at it.
It's my turn.
Now, while he's ramping up for it, let's go ahead. I just wanted to, like, give more context to my feelings on the games and also just, like, kind of loop back to that conversation to say it's like, I understand what the first game was trying to do, and I feel like they picked the right choice, even if I found myself, during its middle chunk, incredibly bored. It led to me having a great feeling of satisfaction and fun while playing the second part, this second game. It really, really fucking paid off for it. And unless this game shits its pants in a really good way, I'm gonna think of this game pretty highly. Like, I think it's executing on things really, really well.
Thank you.
The Moon's Eye plan.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ah, so it's just a full heal. To be honest, I didn't even look at what its effect was. They're like, it's the strongest thing in the game. I was like, it's gonna be some impressive big attack. It was not.
Gotcha. No problem.
I should have read it. I was so excited. I just assume every move I get is like some god attack, and just assumed that and kind of went home with it.
It's my turn.
All right, for you, you can do whatever you want for free. So I think it's going to be Yggdrasil. Let's see what that move did. I'm pretty sure it just is like your ultimate heal, right? It's not gonna fucking tell me what it does. God, this game really is up its own ass with being not useful all the time. See, this is how it works. I go and praise it, and then I go, you can't just fucking tell me what the move does, even though I can't use it again. People, like, come on. And I know people are like, you should have read it the first time. I'm like, maybe it should tell me both pieces of information. What it does within red text, you can't fucking use it again. It's like, not hard. Not hard. I'm just... these games are wonderful, and at the same time, they're like hitting me. It's like, stop it. Stop it. You like this, so we have to punish you for liking us. Now I'm going to hit this dude really hard, and then we're going to hit him even harder with our square button.
Leave it to me. It's my turn. They're open.
Gotcha.
We're going to hit him with a couple of S-craps. Calamity Hawk and Ultimate Shot. Oh man, he's so mad.
My turn. Now. You're mine.
I can do this.
Go ahead and give Reen a power up. Oh, I can't actually reach him. That sucks.
Let's move.
Yeah, might as well just pop it now and then have him immediately use it. Oh no, it reset him too. I was hoping it wouldn't do that, so we can actually get a really good hit in while he's in that mode.
No problem.
All right, well, let's see what we can do here. Now, let's see, neutral on everything, 76, which tells us that we're around the level we should be at this point in the game. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what spell type I use here, so I can just use whatever. I might want to impede him, but I don't really have a way to do that. Oh, that spell I did to heal them actually overhealed them now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, that's pretty useful. We should just pop that at the start of fights all the time. Just give it to him.
Arcus activate. Let's move.
Yeah, regular attack. Gotta start building your points. Her next move's a crit, so we'll just do the craft on it.
All right.
Give Reen insight. He's so insightful. He gets his heal. He gets his hit.
Now. You're mine. Right.
He's preparing to make me upset. That's always neat. Let's make sure he can't.
They're off balance. Got you. All right. There. They're open.
All right, that brings us up to 5. We're almost ready to unload.
My turn.
He heals up, gets a bunch of points for it. Not a fan. Let's knock down all your hard work though.
It's my turn.
There we go. Pop one of these.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
Roaring Thunder.
Too slow.
All right, we got one person fainted.
I can do
And of course it goes to them first. Let's get that off you.
I appreciate it. Let's move. Now. You're mine. All right.
He's back on his bullshiteth.
Here I go.
This has impede on it.
Now. You're mine.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, Crystal Flood again. Yggdrasil again. He's gonna try and faint people.
Too slow.
I did like a stun on her. That doesn't stop her from doing arts though. And I think this finishes it. And we're done.
Takes care of them.
Success.
I don't know how we won. We won using incredible skills. We didn't even die and lower the difficulty. That's how fucking easy that dude is. Alright. Whoa, huh? It was easy because he has 2 forms. This is tragic. Oh no! He's mad. Huh? Oh, what's up? What's up, Daddy-O? I guess they're like, yo, we need to sell Lakin a little bit. Well, that was cool. We get full credit for doing everything, though. Well, that sure was a fun fight. He's the strongest spearman in all of Nord. How many spearmen do you have in Nord? 2. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Please accept the massive sympathy. Alright, so let's see. We've completed all of the main quests. We're looking for Monica and Mint. We need to find a couple more. And apparently they are both in Legram, according to my information here. So let's, let's return to the Courageous and take flight. Choose the destination. Take me back to Legram. Alright, we got one in the training hall, one in the chapel. So we just take the fork. Alright, you're in one of the side rooms. Okay. Hello. Lynn and I got separated. Yeah, you shouldn't be all sad and shit. Just be happy, no big deal. We have a giant airship. You should fucking hang out. Welcome to the team, VV. Alright, our last one's up in the training hall. In the waiting room. It's Casper. Basically just doing weapon maintenance. We talk about how we need people up there. Me on the fucking Courageous? Love to help. Could you use the Courageous fly over to the west? Theoretically, we could use it to fly anywhere. It's not part of the area we're responsible for, though. We're told to focus our efforts on the east. How, honestly, the west's a little too dangerous. Forgot you came from a town near the shore over there. Can hardly blame you for being worried. Radio's not really an option, but I think one newspaper that wouldn't be hard to get our hands on. So we have to get a newspaper just to get this kid? Alright, so thanks to the help of the guide, I noticed that we missed out on a side quest here. We could ask you why you're at an ancient quarry. I followed you guys after you left the academy. Ended up settling here. Been focusing on my art. Don't have to think about the war here or anything. It's perfect. Perhaps I have the winds to thank for our reunion. let her know about the ship. So you're the ones flying that thing. I'll join you under one condition. The area is supposed to be a quarry, and as you expect, high-quality stone. I need some for a project. Too dangerous for me to go in there. So you guys are gonna get in my place. You want us to get rocks? Think we weren't smack dab in the middle of the war here. You have your priorities, I have mine. War or no war, my art comes first. If I can't create, that's only gonna distract me. Which I can't imagine would make me very productive for you. Should we help her out? Yes. You got yourself a deal. Bring you one big one. Should be fine, right? Yeah, it should be. I'll wait for you right here. Alright, let's go inside the quarry and do this to get her in there. So at this point, I should probably describe how I use the guide and whatnot for my LP. What I tend to do is scroll and see if there's a bunch of boxes in like a new location, because they have the maps on here. And it's an area I haven't been to. And then I go, okay. I scroll up, I generally look for brackets, because this thing also marks main quests. And it tells me, oh, there's a location I have to go to. From there, I don't really... I mainly skim, so I don't read to avoid spoiling myself, which these things are good at blocking out spoiler names anyway. And that's how I tend to do it. I know there are some LPs of certain things that I've seen in my experience that will like, one, play the game once in advance. Two, also just generally play the section they're going to record in advance so they can give you a guide of that. I see use in that. In fact, that's what my Let's Plays used to be a long time ago. Was I would pick up a game that I'm familiar with, that I know very well. And then I would do it in more of an informative way with some jokes here and there. But mainly to be a guide for people. Since then, I found it more appealing using my time making the videos and putting out content. If it's not something I've necessarily played before, with the exception being things that I just really want to do for videos. Anyway, like when I go through some Kingdom Hearts games again, whether it's going through the Persona 5 Royal stuff again, because I haven't played that re-release. That's where I find going through it again a bit more valuable. But for the most part, I tend to do blind stuff now, which is, you know, fun in its own way. I just want to clear these dudes out, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna pop this and melt the shit out of them. But I know there are a lot of people that do things for more of a informative 100%ing guide here. I tend to want to play things I haven't gone through before that fit the channel. And I feel like the experience of reacting to things for the first time is pretty valuable. But I also keep some of the sensibilities I had from the very beginning of doing LP stuff on here. Emma, Eustace, Fee, and Gaius. Who decided to make an Academy Thor? Sounds like they were pretty hammered at the time. Hey, I don't need that shit. I don't need your funny chest shit. I thought we gave up on that idea.
Time to retreat.
Get me out.
Jerks.
Here I go.
I asked you nicely. Let me leave. 40%. That's pretty good. Pretty good on that. So that was I can just scroll here. I think it was Emma Fee, Eustace, and someone else. Emma Fee, Gaius, and Eustace. So Emma Fee, Gaius, Eustace. Yeah, we need to switch these out. We cannot do that in here. But I think we can do it right outside here. Adjust party. Eustace. Emma. These guys are also mid. Oh yeah, everyone levels as they go. I didn't have to worry about that. They're all like mid 70s as well. I can only assume that they do that for all of them at the same time. I think they do that for just class 7. It doesn't look like they're doing it for Sarah, because I got a lot of yeah, instructor Sarah. I was about to say, is that her name? It's like, yeah, it is. Because I was going through a thing just now of, if I grind really hard with one chunk of my team, it means I have to do it with the other one. But it looks like they level as well. That or I I specifically brought in a team that was really underleveled and everyone else was already ready. Having such a massive party here leads to there being a lot of potential problems that can come up with people not being strong.
Beginning combat.
And just keeping everyone leveled up. A lot of RPGs can run into an issue of just you want to train people a lot. You want to work really hard on that, but you find yourself less incentivized to use characters if they like. You're just like less incentivized to use them if they didn't gain experience for a while and you kind of just drop them forever. So I'm glad we don't have to worry about that too much. Really all I have to do is just spam a bunch of crafts on you and then you just fucking crumple. Not entirely. Not entirely. These guys are chonky. Not really chonky, but a little chonk. Just a smidgen of chonk. But that clears them out.
Let's get going.
No complaint.
Overcame the trial. They can all overdrive with each other. Oh wow, they had to do like every combo there. I guess we'll roll with this. Let's switch you out for uses. Yeah, we'll do that. Hold on, we actually should leave, and we need the lowest leveled people in the party, both regular and reserve.
Careful, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta get the fuck out right now. Okay, 78, 76. They're locked in. We need our low babies in here. That means Fee, you're out. We got to get you out. We already got the person that you help us recruit, and then we're putting in Milliam. I guess this is the team we go with. Milliam's just so good as someone who wants to get in and get out of a fight. She's like near my top. Just because she has the straight up ability of, okay, she is going to start a battle with shields up.
We have to retreat.
And just not having to worry about her taking damage immediately is immediately appealing to me. Like right off the jump.
That treasure chest is absolutely beautiful.
It's also hell. Have you considered that?
We'll have to fight our way through.
My turn.
It's a fucking nightmare chest. And now we're gonna waltz on these motherfuckers right now.
Leave it to me.
Wow, I thought these guys were gonna be stronger, but I guess the trial chest bulked up all the enemies, or at least the stone dudes.
Of course.
Doors mine. They're open.
An opening!
This is it. We make for a pretty exceptional team, Laura.
We'll stop any foe with...
Great.
I'm so
That's it. We'll just stop any foe. I was like, I'm gonna click it and hope it doesn't end what she has to say. But it did. Hold on, let's check and see what the Master Quartz that we got does. Pandora. Gives us all of those. Offensive arts do more damage. Increased, yep, Increased offensive arts damage and also raises... Oh, okay, so you can do big, strong things, but, you know. We can begin with insight. Who would I give this for offensive stuff? EP recovers automatically in battle and gives you Luminous Ray, Silver Thorn. I think that's good. Automatically recovering from KO. I'm in that space with... Here's my problem. I saw people mention even when I played the first game, where they're like, you don't change out the Master Quartz. And they genuinely give me this dilemma where the ones that I start with, I'm like, I don't want to switch these. These are so valuable. That my brain just goes, no, I can't do it. And I look there and I'm like, that's some good stuff. But the stuff they have on is really good too. I just have no part of my body wants to fucking make the decision to just drop that shit. It's not happening. What is going to happen is this donut. This donut that is right in front of me. I'm very, very tempted to just... Oh man, it's a spider? Well, if I eat this donut right now, then I will be distracted and not be scared of this giant spider. I'm still scared of Spear unification, and then we will overdrive.
Here goes. Overdrive.
All right. Everyone's properly linked. So Genosha Zanak. Pretty sure we fought this boss in here last time in the first game. But stop.
Understood. Here I go.
All right, that clears our table just a little bit.
Here's our chance.
Got you. My turn. Now.
We do the assist. I have you do your big super move. This will end Reen Blanco's mode, I believe.
All right.
Oh damn, who you're linked to can't overdrive. I'll fix that.
Now. Overdrive.
Bring it to him.
There. Now. Got you. My turn. Now's our chance. Here. All right. There. Now. Got you.
Hit him with a big one. Hit him with a big one. There, you're now allowed to have a turn. And it's summoning extras. And you take that burn damage. You cover, it's a miss. We are looking nice.
Shatter.
Ooh, dope.
Now's our chance. Our time is now.
Lower his defense and
All right.
go in for the kill.
How about this?
Let's move.
All right, that clears them out. You're all like stunned and shit. You're not having a good time.
All right. Let's do.
You call allies, so that helps waste your turns a little bit.
Too slow.
You're missing. That's great. We're just gonna pop this now.
Leave it to me.
Radiant Waltz. Fuck them up. And we're done.
You still have a lot of training to do.
I did it. No complaints here.
Twin Cyclones. Attack set Area XL. Commands Raging Winds with 2 spears. Oh, that's S-Craft. S-Brakes can be set. Yeah. I'm
Nobody
pumped.
feels
I'm pumped to
strong
see what
enough.
that does.
Thank goodness.
Flamberge 2. Pierces enemy with burning arrow. Unbalance. Burn. You did so much. This is so great. I'm excited to have this donut.
Is it me? Or did I say before the once before the first time? It's possible before I anyway, this has decided to take for.
Let's hope it's up to her standards.